Oh.
Sebastian, it's okay. That's all in the past.
Yeah.
But we're gonna buy you pants that actually fit your species.
Yes.
He goes, fine by me.
Because, like, it looks like you've just sort of wrapped your belt around your tail so that they don't fall down your butt.
He goes, well, I've never had a tail before. I don't know what to do with it. And he's like, it's like lashing out and like whipping and knocking plants over. He's like, see, I don't know how to control it.
You could chop it off.
No! It's cute.
He's like, I can't tell if you're joking, and that scares me more than anything.
He doesn't notice me call him cute. Yes.
Good, yes. Winning.
He didn't catch me call his tail cute.
Good. All right, let's go shopping. For Sebastian's sake.
All
And
right.
ours. I don't think we've owned fancy clothes since we were 6.
I don't think we have, yeah.
So, let's change the music.
So, Logan, we don't, like, maps are only for when we have to do something that requires, like, moving around. We don't need a map for every single scenario.
No, I know. I switch over to the overlay.
Oh, okay.
I switch back and forth. I was just using the house while you guys were in the house.
Oh, okay.
Let me... Oh, you know what? Marketplace works. We'll stick with that. So,
God, imagine this getting so good that you can build, like, entire towns.
So, you can. And
yeah, you can. It just takes time.
And I can show, yeah, there are people that have built, like, whole cities, and it's fucking
Wow.
insane. Yeah.
Okay. Well, for our purposes, let's just say we're going to shopping.
Yeah, let's go shopping.
all right. So, you guys descend into the market district, and by descend, I mean just... That's a poor choice of words. You arrive at the market
We could
district.
tie a rope around Sebastian, tie the end of the rope to the broomstick, and then fly over.
No, well, let's just walk, brother. I like walking.
But I bought this thing, and I want to get my money's worth out of the magic mop.
We will get our money's worth out of it, but we don't need it if we're just going to... We're technically already in the shopping district.
Ugh, fine.
We're just like on the edge of it, closer to the noble's resident quarters.
So, you're in the market district.
Yes. Hello. I'm very rich.
Give me investigation checks to find a nice, store that sells fancy clothing.
I have a passive of 20 for investigation. Does that work?
If you'd like to use that, you can.
Yes.
My passive is only 11, so I'm gonna roll. Just to see if I can get higher. 18.
Ooh.
18. With an 18 and a 20, you find Miss Peregrine's coats.
I think she only sells coats, brother.
If we look inside, do we see other parts of the outfit too?
Yes, you can see on the front glass there's a display of luxurious suits, dresses, tailor, and you see that they have varying sizes for smaller creatures and larger creatures. It seems they're very diverse.
And they have tail options.
Oh, they do.
I look to Sebastian and I just go, you always check to make sure that the tailors have tail options.
Yes.
Very important.
I learned the hard way that tailor does not imply that they know how to use tails, but in fact that they know how to sew clothing. Very different.
He's like, all right.
Very misleading. I will walk inside. Hello, yes, excuse me. I would like to purchase your fancy clothes, please.
You see an older dwarf woman, probably close to the max of her life, kind of sitting behind a counter with her arms crossed, eyes shut. And as you enter, they kind of open slowly, and she leans forward and surveys what's in front of her. And she goes, "What's the occasion?"
We're going to a fancy ball for a very fancy man.
Easily enough. She gestures. With a flick of her hand, you see curtains pull back, revealing just a plethora of costumes and fine dresses and fine garments. And she goes, "Take your pick, and I can magically make them fit your form."
Ugh. Brother, should I wear a big poofy dress?
I mean, if you want to.
I know,
You always look lovely in a dress.
Yeah, right? Oh, man, but, Or do I want to go slimming? I don't know.
Would this be an appropriate occasion for us to go cross-dressed though?
I think it's always the appropriate occasion to cross-dress. But who says dresses are cross-dressing? Maybe I'll wear like a little kilt.
You could if you'd like. There's a diverse array of clothing, and the shop wasn't too big when you were outside, but as you enter, you see it's a sprawling, almost 100-foot complex. Almost, you get the idea. There's some magic behind this.
Inside.
Yeah, and it's just full of clothing. You see other customers perusing. You see clerks and attendants, attending to people.
Snap is just kind of looking around. Aside from his chest plate, he doesn't really wear a lot of complex or fancy clothes.
Okay.
So he's just kind of looking around, kind of lost. Not a very good guide for Sebastian.
Sebastian is kind of looking. You see a look on his face. He's kind of a little overtaken with it.
Sebastian,
overwhelmed.
You're fine. We'll buy you some fancy clothes and you'll look really nice. Okay.
Here, I've seen some of the richer tieflings wear clothes like this, and I show them a really nice dress shirt and some dress pants with a tail hole.
He's like, to be honest, I've never owned anything this fancy before. I've been mostly delegated to any gestures that is not dirty anymore, but rugged, well-worn clothing.
Well, now you work for us, and we haven't been invited to many fancy parties, but now you should be able to at least afford a reasonable, nice lifestyle. There should be a wardrobe up in the attic with you. You could even buy your own clothes now.
He goes, that would be very nice. And you can see he's got a look on his face I truly appreciate what you've done for me. You've taken me from some, botanist living in a warehouse growing plants that could kill him at any moment while a crazed man used him for murder. And now I work in a shop with two equally crazy kobolds.
Little lizard people.
Yeah.
We're not lizards, we're dragons!
I know, but I think it would be really funny if that was just the misconception that everyone thinks.
We're not lizards!
And I'm just I go up to the lady at the counter and I show her the invite to the party and I just say, what would be appropriate clothes for this kind of event?
She kind of leans over and pulls out some spectacles. Her eyes, they're not blind, but they're a little milky. And she leans in real close. And she's like, oh, you're invited to Kiln's little get-together.
Yes. What of it, ma'am? You think we're not cool enough to attend?
You really say this to her?
Hang on, I've got somebody at my door. I'll be right back.
You're fine.
You see what I...
So-
Lee, did you see what I posted in the Discord?
Yeah.
That's us. You're gonna be fancy.
So.
Yes.
She's like, well, if you're going to such a high society party, I would recommend the best. She's like, please, follow me. And she hops down and you see she walks very slowly. And she crosses the entire store till she reaches a back room.
Oh my goodness.
And she opens the door. She pulls out a set of keys, fumbles with them, and then eventually opens it, unlocks it, and it swings open. And inside, you see one set of clothing on a mannequin. And it looks like this plain kind of white suit.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, if you're going to impress, and she snaps her fingers and the suit changes to what looks like a random set of clothing that she ordained. She's like, why not make it anything?
I think that will look great on you, Sebastian.
Are we buying him clothes of many fashions?
That is what she's recommending.
Oh. Well, and I'm just like, wow. How much is that?
She goes, well, it can be quite expensive, but since you're new customers, I suppose I could give a discount of a total of 150 gold.